Update from the garden. Zone 9A, almost or partially 9B in the new USDA hardiness zone map, but still 9A to me, on the fringe of 9B almost. So I've got the Poncho avocado on the Lula rootstock here. If you see my old videos, I have stacks of bricks 5 high around the rootstock up to the grafting union. This is not sucker growth. This is technically still Poncho, but I do have, in case I get cold, cover it. I've got incandescent lights, builder sand, so there's no organic material against the trunk. Keep the entire root grafting union just completely underwater. Super heavily mulched on a mound. It's done well. It's been in the ground since May. It's a 30-gallon tree, so it's really, if you look at my old videos, it's really taken off since I put it in. I've got a poncho here and another poncho here from Home Depot. You can see the graft union is super low along with the other ones. That's why I bought it. It's about 65, 70 bucks, but I think worth it. These are pineapple guavas I just got in the mail. Excited to try these out. I've got 2 varieties, New Zealand types. I just up potted them into 3-gallon pots. You can see the grafts. Kind of. They're both low grafts, and this is the Kateri. Jeez. Kateri here, and then I've got the Anatoki from onegreenworld.com. So those I'm excited to try there. These New Zealand varieties are apparently pretty superior, so we'll see. Harvey lemon on its own roots. It's grown quite a bit since I bought it from Home Depot, but I was reading about this variety being more cold hardy than other lemons, so I figured I'd give it a try. Owari Satsuma. Already picked about half the fruit. It was okay. It wasn't great. It was kind of had a rough transport here. The fruit are a little strange shaped. Just gonna leave them on. But overall, pretty happy. In North Florida, where we are in Zone 9A, I've got a really bad leaf miner problems. So I've been spraying the tree, trying to just, I've got this sticky, you can see it's gotten quite a bit of the pests, but it's still a pain in the ass. But it's grown, it's tripled in size since it's been put in the ground. I gotta stake it up. This is a Dwarf Nana. Starting to get some size to it. We've gotten down so far this winter to 36, maybe 37 degrees. No protection yet. Everything's irrigated. In the winter, it's just getting just a couple, I think every other day I've got water coming to it, maybe 4 days a week. Heavily mulched. But I'm pretty happy with the way these avocados are growing. I've got some Hardnet garlic that I'm sure you know it doesn't grow well in the heat here, but I vernalized it and thrown it in the fridge for 3 months, and it seems to do well. We'll see how in the spring if it bulbs up. But it's my first time growing hardneck varieties. I've got Brussels sprouts. I like to do shaved Brussels salads, so that's why I'm growing so much. This I did so many sweet potatoes in, and I actually found a couple sweet potatoes left over, and there's still more. I'm looking down on the ground because it flows over this, and they actually grow into the ground still. There's one right here. I'm not even gonna dig it up, but there's another. Oh look, a little garlic. All right, this is walking onion patch. I need to de-weed it, but we'll see how it goes. These are all Del Rio seedlings, pure Mexican variety from Craig near Gainesville, Florida. Pretty popular in the Mexican avocado world at least. This was my in-ground Brogdon. That I think is my Brogdon. I don't even remember. It's either my Brogdon or a Lila. But you can see the graft union, and this is actually above where the union is. So this is, and it does smell pretty anise-like. So it's definitely not the rootstock. This is my other 30-gallon. That was the same size as the Poncho. I kept it in the 30-gallon pot, kept it irrigated. I cut it. This thing was another, no exaggeration, 7 feet, 8 feet taller. Had to cut it back. But as you can see, every tip is flowering. It's starting to get to that cauliflower stage. Lula rootstock exposed, but these suckers are above the rootstock. I'll probably trim these back whenever I put this in ground, which will be in the spring. Here's some seedlings. This is 3 purple tree kale seedlings. I'm gonna try perennial in my zone, which is exciting for me. These are a bunch of loquat seedlings. Which variety? It's a Yehuda loquat seedling. Some citrus. This is a Meyer lemon on its own roots. Sort of a test. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 are all, we think it's Mexicola. There's a guy that has a tree that's pretty old, produces a bunch of avocados. He gave me these seedlings. Tried to graft onto this one, failed. I think it'll come back with another shoot. But you can see there's some sort of deficiency. Maybe one of y'all can tell me. But yeah, there's no pollinator, so it's 100% self-pollinated. This is another Harvey lemon. Yeah, it's got a lemon on it. And then my big citrus tree, you can see it's starting to drop some fruit. This house is almost 113 years old. We think this tree, it's close to that age. It got super frozen back from last year's freeze that got down to 18 or 17 degrees. You can see all the dead limbs, haven't pruned it. It's too tall. So there's the garden, guys.